Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback keeper. Can't get him to the ground. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
On target. Powers through the defender. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. Runs through a tackle. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this one.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. Got room to work. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 15. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
You've got to to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll give it to him again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've controlled the ball on this opening drive. Play number 10 brings us to 3rd and goal.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
They'll go to the air. Finds his man down the middle. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10.
And the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. It's It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Looking left. Intercepted. The defense is set up. What a nice play on the kick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here we go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, NC State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 21 on the play. Giving up for first down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying the left side. Shakes off the defender. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Gets it out quickly. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Just another week of college football where we've come.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
NC State with a first and 10 here. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Wants to throw. It's Dyer. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll take it himself. He's loose. Picks up the first down. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, they're after him! Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quick completion on the out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. There he goes. Lowers those pads. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Offense in a bunch formation. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State quick to the line.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. A designed run for the quarterback. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. NC State looking to convert the fourth down here. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The inside handoff. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. On the move. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it.
Okay, ready? Ready? Cookie.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The tag. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game, man.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 17 to Florida State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. A little screen to the running back. Hard running there. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running, and generated an explosive play for the offense.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. NC State going up tempo. Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quick release by the QB. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Flips it out in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Clark wants to throw. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Takes the easy completion. Brings into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll ride the hot hand.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Right on the money. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Clark to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Buys a little time. Throws to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it on the counter. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Looking deep down the right side. He caught it.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, throw the records out the window, and Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Clark wants to throw. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Just keeps slinging it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down.
Here we go.
This quarterback part of their running game. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clark to fire. Looking for the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They've got the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This has been a really impressive performance behind this running game against a team trying to prove they ought to be ranked ahead of you in the top 10, and you're able to hold them off, guys.
Well, I love it too, David, because we've seen them run the ball against weaker competition, but here in a top 10 matchup against a physical defense, they've been the more dominant team. They've done it on the ground.
Hey, it's just nice to always stiff-arm little brother and be like, hey, there's a reason you're ranked below us, right? Like, sit back down, like we're here for a reason. Just a big statement in the middle of the season and showing how physically dominant this team can be.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of the